It was time to get a cat. I had been catless for approximately 3 years, and I was miserable without a sweet, soft purr ball machine beside me. I had a dog, and she was wonderful. I loved my dog. But cats are like babies to me. You can carry them around, smell their heads, and kiss them as much as you want. Most of my life, I had rescued cats. I took whatever kitty was given to me. And I never cared because it was all about rescuing a cat, taking care of a life that was already here on the earth that needed someone to love. So that being said, I proposed this rescue kitty mission to my family, and everyone agreed. So my kids and I went about finding a kitty, looking on rescue websites. A friend tipped us off to this one site that had plenty of kittens to adopt. All the kitties were being fostered at different houses, and the foster parents were posting pictures of these furry babies playing and snuggling. 3 years prior to this moment, we had adopted our dog, and we named her Aurora, on the belief that one day we would get a little boy kitty and name him Borealis, or Boris for short, to honor our Canadian heritage, so our pets would be named Aurora Borealis after the Northern Lights. We stared at all the kitty pictures on the website for 2 days, reading the kittens' little bios, telling us all about their personalities. Because my dog was so easygoing, I wanted a cat that was easygoing, one that would love to have a dog as a best friend. There were so many wonderful cats to choose from, and their pictures were so cute we got carried away and started looking for the perfect boy cat that would look amazing on our Instagram feed. So we ended up choosing this cat called Cupcake. He was perfect, a gray and white tabby, totally furry and picturesque, a perfect, fluffy, round-headed ball of love, and he had an outgoing attitude. I hope he's got a loud motor on him, I thought to myself. Cat purrs are one of my favorite vibrations. Cupcake had a litter mate named Cream Puff, and they could not have been different cats. Cream Puff was this angular, plain gray, terrified-looking cat with long and strong limbs, almost resembling human arms and legs. She looked like a person wearing a cat suit. She was very unusual. In her bio photo, she was screaming as somebody held her, and I thought to myself, how is that cat going to get adopted? It looks very unfriendly. The shelter had a policy that you could only take the animal home once it was spayed or neutered. So the morning they were fixing Cupcake, the vet called me and said that Cupcake was actually a girl cat, not a boy cat. They explained that sometimes when they're so small, they make a mistake on gender. Oh, well, I thought that's fine. We'll just call her Alice for Borealis. So the kids and I drove up that day to pick her up. COVID was in full swing. We were right in the middle of the pandemic, so we had to wait outside for the vet. We were not allowed in the building. After a lengthy wait, the vet assistant came out with a cardboard box. We could hear the loud, pleading mews from the cat that was inside. They were so scared and traumatized. She was mewing her little face off. I wanted to open the box right there and snuggle her and tell her she was safe and she was going to her forever home, but my spidey sense was saying something else. When I asked to open the box to make sure we had the right cat, the assistant told me sternly to leave the box alone until we got home. She said the cat was very upset and we would risk her escaping and running away. This seemed like good advice at the time, even though I knew the kitty I wanted wasn't making these sounds. So the kids and I walked the box to our car and climbed inside. I immediately opened the box. Staring up at us with the most ginormous yellow-green eyes I had ever seen was Cupcake's terrified sister Cream Puff. When she looked at me, she looked right into the windows of my soul and mewed so hard she fell over, again and again. Her very soul seemed to scream, "Take me home now!" This sweet little terrified kitten needed so badly a family to love her, and that's exactly what she got. We all fell in love with her instantly. She was hilarious and hissed and would get a giant puffy tail. She loves to purr and snuggle on my neck. And she has the biggest motor with a little hiccup in her purr. She's perfect. She wasn't what we wanted, but she was exactly what we needed. And she also was exactly what we intended. We wanted to rescue a cat that needed to be rescued. And I am so thankful that I always get the best cat.